I think it started when I was a little kid. My great-grandmother was really into chickens. And I think that's where I kind of got the bug. And then after we got married, we got a few hens. She wanted hens, and then she was like, oh no, what have I done? Because then we had all kinds of hens. And I just found it really interesting how you could change the egg color, different things you can do by combining different breeds of birds and put together something pretty interesting, all the rainbow of eggs that you can end up with. And I think that's where it all started. We are with Spring Creek Heritage Farms, and we do chicken genetics and seed genetics. We offer organic veggies. We do, of course, chicken. We do some pork. What else do we do? It comes down to the math. It comes down to being consistent with what you hatch. When you're building a better bird, by the time we get to usually 4 weeks, we know which ones we can pull out and put out in the field and which ones we're going to hang on to for breeding stock, because you're watching that growth curve.
Live bird sales, it's always the priority. Meat is just to supplement.
They are just as diverse as the clientele. Like the Amrocks they're very powerful birds, but they're really sweet and smart.
Even as baby chicks, they'll patiently wait for me to feed them. Even if I know they're so hungry, they'll just wait and won't try to peck my hands. But like the breast, they're very aggressive.
Very forward, yeah.
Yeah. So
and
the big difference there.
Like the Hungarian yellows are more of a farmyard bird. We have a couple different flocks of the Amrocks where we can switch out the males, or like if we want to take one of those groups and introduce another bloodline from somewhere else, if we want to add like Barred Plymouth Rock, or we want to add Malines, or we want to add, any similar breed to that, we can add it in that flock, see how it does, and then slowly work it in. If we get a good response out of it, we can slowly work it in.
Just to freshen up the genetics.
We like good quality. We're pretty stringent on our quality. What goes out. We're very careful about what goes back in the soil. If you have a quarter lot or a tenth of an acre, you can grow a pretty good garden for your family, to feed your family. It's neat to watch children in agriculture and people that have had devastating things in the past kind of come into raising animals and having animals and getting their feet in the dirt and eating from the garden. It's really life-changing.